how you perking? I hope you perking good. So, this has been recently requested that we do an update reading on everything that's been going on between Russia and Ukraine. So people have had questions, I've written them down, where they're basically saying, all right, President Joe Biden made some sort of a change that people feel like could be considered escalatory in that conflict, and they're worried about what that's going to do. They're worried about how that could affect the United States, how it could affect Europe. And also someone that I was speaking with just yesterday had a good point and said, basically, if we're gonna think about all these hardships that we're going through, is there some way to think about it where we can decide, what are we supposed to learn from this? What can we learn from this? What is there to learn from this? Basically, that it's one thing to ask, what can we know about it? And it's another thing to ask, what can we learn from it? So somebody mentioned that, and I thought that that was a very special idea, and I was very grateful for her for bringing that up. So I'm going to weave that in here today as well. So as always, I'm a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we take a look at the tea with the tarot. Don't let that freak you out. We have a good track record here on the channel. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the cards over here and move this microphone right here. I don't have a Penelope. Please hold. All right. Saving the day here. Saving the day. Lord, we almost did a reading without this girl. We almost did a reading with a naked peen. No, we can't have naked peen. We have to have Penelope. So, here we go. Trying again. Take 2. Lord help us. All right. I just made her match me because, you know, it's easier that way. It's easier. Alrighty, y'all. I gotta do things like that to keep it light because we talk about heavy stuff on this channel. By request, happy to do it. But every once in a while, I just gotta do something that can kind of offset some of the heaviness and sadness and tragic nature of some of the stuff that we talk about here. So anyway, as I get shuffled up here, just a reminder that this is all alleged, just my interpretation. Gotta say that for the YouTube overlords here. And let's look into the very first question, which basically is to say, what can we know about these changes that Biden put into place? What can we know about that? What does that change in terms of what's going to happen? Like, people are worried here. And I am not super privy to what he did, but I have been told by folks that it enables either different kinds of weapons to be used in the conflict from Ukraine to Russia, like as in Ukrainians using these weapons on Russia, against Russia, or it enables some type of weapons. Either way, we're talking about escalation as it relates to weapons for Ukraine and Russia. I'm reading this fairly cold, as you can tell, and that is usually what works all right, is to kind of read this without knowing much about it so that I don't make myself see things in the cards that, you know, I hope to see or that I'm scared to see or that, you know, whatever. I'm just reading it clean. So what we've got here starting out, I've got our 2 of Cups upright, Strength card in reverse, Fool card in reverse. So something going on here with the Strength card upright. This is always a partnership, a collaboration, something going on where it's kind of like, okay, we're going to do this because, we're with you on this. I'm going to take this to mean, especially since it's a cups card, I'm going to take this to mean that this is talking about President Joe Biden and also President Zelensky of Ukraine. That there's, some tightness going on there that is the reason why one of the reasons why we're kind of going to this next level here. But the interesting part that is in addition to this are these two, Strength card in reverse, Fool card in reverse. So it's kind of like, yeah, if I'm President Biden saying, yeah, we'll do this for y'all because we have this partnership with y'all and I want to, help y'all out, but also Strength card in reverse. It's like as if Joe Biden's wanting to help them out, but also wanting to destabilize / hurt / weaken somebody else. And I'm not getting Russia in this because this top row isn't about that. And the Fool card in reverse, like, so that you can't just jump and can't just go. That's weird. So we're going to pull a little bit more context on that to see why. Okay, because then there's some kind of a way that whoever or whatever this is talking about, this is basically, okay, this is a judgment call. This is judgment day. I'm doing this because this is what I feel like doing. It's almost like, and I'm not trying to speak ill of anybody. I'm just a girl reading cards, just seeing what I say. But it's almost like there's a little bit of like a power trip involved, President Joe Biden's had it rough lately. He was running for a second term. He got, either kicked out of the running or decided to go out of the running, whatever. And then Kamala was running, and then now Trump has been reelected. And so I'm sure he hasn't felt the most powerful or the most, whatever in a minute here. And something about this is kind of like, kind of like a dick measuring contest. Kind of like, I'm still here. I'm still president. Like, I'm still powerful. Recognize me. There's a little bit of that in here that I'm seeing. Not gonna lie. Just seeing a little bit of that there. Hangman card here as well in reverse. So this is something that he had been kind of considering for a while before he's decided to do it. So there's something specific about his timing on why he's doing it now. If he's been considering this for a while, but he just sat here and did this now, there's some reason for it. Again, World card in reverse. This, I'm trying to make things better. I'm making things worse over here. Quit. Just leave the cards alone. But the World card in reverse here, there is a sense like, this leaves it open-ended now. This leaves some more things that have to transpire. If there was anything that was even thinking about maybe winding down or maybe finding a way to come to an end or de-escalate this keeps it going. This is kind of like re-upping it. This is like when a fire is about to go out at a campsite and you put more sticks on it and blow more oxygen into it or something. So there is something that he's like doing intentionally at this time for a specific reason. And again, it's his internal tower moment. No offense, but this is kind of shitty. Like your internal tower moment. Again, it's like because I'm crumbling apart on the inside. So again, that sense of because I feel powerless or because I feel like I'm not getting recognized or because I want to make a statement or do something or say something. There's a lot of ego in that. There's a lot of I'm doing this because makes me feel more powerful or something. I don't know. I don't like that I'm seeing that there. They don't usually have, anything that is really shit talking President Joe Biden in these readings, but that doesn't look particularly good. That's a bit of an ugly side coming from him here. I gotta say, it's a bit of an ugly side. And because of whoever this King of Pentacles in reverse, which is a card that had been coming up as we were talking about the quote-unquote machine behind Kamala, and now it's coming up here again. So y'all, this is more complicated than just we're allying with Ukraine here. There's something that he's been thinking about for a while, as in President Joe Biden, that he's decided to do now. And there's, from what I can see, allegedly a lot of ego involved in this. I'm not liking what I'm seeing with that. Just putting that out there. I get the Magician card up right down here, 2 of Pentacles up right down here, and 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Here, in terms of kind of how it feels like this is going, there are a lot of people, again, that are freaked out about, well, what's this going to do for the U.S.? What's this going to do for Europe? What's this mean for us moving forward here? This is kind of giving a sense that, thank goodness, I'm not seeing anything incredibly scary here for us in terms of the worst of the worst. There's a lot of people who are worrying about, hey, this could jack things up into WW3 territory here. Does it look like that's going to happen because of this escalation? Or, was that inflammatory enough to cause that? From here, I'm not necessarily seeing that because of the fact, especially the fact that the Magician card's coming upright. I'm glad to see that this still makes it feel like both the United States and Europe are in their upright positions, their strong positions of strength and being capable. There is a shift, though, that this brings, and that shift does, again, destabilize us, turn us upside down in reverse. So I do see that this is going to cause further problems for us. It has now muddied the waters worse and made things deeper. But I do see all of us in the U.S. and Europe still having our upright, capable position. So that's good. We'll take that. I've pulled a lot up here, so let me reshuffle these and we'll pull some more in a second. Let's see. Reshuffle and pull some more. As I'm shuffling up, if you would like to be a member of the Perk Squad, then you can click the join button down below or the link in the description box. Lots of perks to the Perk Squad. You get extra readings. You get sometimes readings will come out early for y'all. You get weekly forecasts. You get your own Penelope, your own emojis. You also get video shout outs like this one. Shout out to you, Val, and thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Happy to have you here, Val. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to you. So let's see. In terms of kind of going further into this idea of where this leads, how it says it is complicating things for everyone, even if Europe and the USA still kind of standing strong in it with our upright Magician, does complicate some things. Let's see kind of where that is taking us here, that direction. Let's see. Yeah. Not surprising to see that top row or this bottom row after what we just looked at. Basically, what this is saying, like I said, he took a back step with this one, Joe Biden, from what they're showing here. The whole 1 step forward, 2 steps back. This looks like 2 steps back. This is saying that, right as we're sitting between the precipice of dark and light, we decided to do something that is self-sabotage, shoots ourselves in the foot, puts us in a less capable position. Still have our silver linings, which is good. Still can have our ducks in a row, which is good, but causing anxiety and paranoia about where this can go. And even if this is our ducks in a row, which is good, it is in a reverse position, which means this can potentially drag things out longer and make things harder to come to a balanced resolve. So there's almost, especially with this kind of self-sabotage card, I'm gonna ask this question. I shouldn't, but I'm curious. Is this the type of self-sabotage as in, yeah, I was incompetent and let my ego get into my way, and so I did something self-sabotagey? Or is this self-sabotage as in, I did this on purpose, this was intentional, and I let my ego get in my way? Either way, ego's getting in the way, or else this wouldn't be coming up in the reverse. But I want to know, is this ego plus incompetence, or ego plus something intentional that Joe Biden did? God forbid we ask this. Fuck. Intentional. Because this is the machine behind, remember? This is the machine behind. This wasn't just a Joe Biden decision. This wasn't just a Joe Biden decision. Why would they intentionally decide something that shoots us in the foot a bit and makes this more complicated and makes this more drug out and makes this harder to have an end to it? Because something gets better for them. Our Trump card. No way. No way. Did they do this? No way. Okay. I'm going to put this out there that this is what I think I'm getting here. But I'm going to put this out there that I am uncomfortable with what I'm about to say. Therefore, all the disclaimers, take it with a grain of salt. Maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I don't know anything. It almost here looks like I know that this is a self-sabotaging move. Hence why the High Priestess is upright, knowledge and clarity. I know this is a self-sabotaging move, but it's purposely done by whatever this quote-unquote machine behind Joe Biden is, because that makes things better for them as it relates to stuff around Trump, which to me looks like make a mess for Trump, because if you make a mess already, I mean, he's gonna have a hard time either fixing it and cleaning it up, or he's gonna make it worse as well due to either ego or incompetence or whatever. So one of the two, either a hard time cleaning it up or making a mess himself. And so that will look bad on Trump. It will reflect bad on him. It's almost like they're okay with making things worse for all of us, US and Europe and Ukraine and Russia, all because it will make things harder on Trump and make him look bad, which they like, or makes them look good. That almost seems like there's an element of that here. And y'all know, I didn't vote for Kamala. I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for someone else because I voted my conscience, and my conscience said I didn't want Trump or Kamala to be in the president role for me. So I don't have any skin in the game in terms of liking either of, the Democrat or Republican Party more or whatever. I'm not too keen on either of those parties. Y'all have heard me say that time and time again. I'm saying it again here so that you know that I'm not speaking ill of whatever is coming up on Joe Biden's side in favor of whatever's coming up on Trump's side, because I'm like, oh, such a up Trump's ass type of person, because I'm really not. But I am seeing some stuff here, and we have been seeing in recent readings things that weird shit that keeps saying it's going to be going on between election day earlier in November and between then and inauguration day time or early next year-ish, as it relates to Trump. There was going to be some messy matters happening. This looks like messy matters that actually has something to do with Trump here. This is bizarre. Whoa. Just in case it's helpful. At the time of filming this right now, it is 5:23 on Friday, November 22nd. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but just so you know when I'm filming this. Oh, geez Louise. Okay, let me go ahead and pull these up. And again, look into that question here that I mentioned at the beginning about these are things that we can know. What are some things that we can learn from this? Like, with all of this crazy shit happening, what are things that we can learn from this? As I'm getting shuffled up here, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, you can book a private reading with me. I've got 15, 30, and 45-minute readings. I've got Reiki Energy healing for cleansing and clearing, if that's something that interests you. I have intuitive healing sessions if you feel like you need help in kind of moving past some things, letting go of baggage, getting farther along in ways that you feel like you need somebody to help you with. All of that over there. And also, if you'd like to learn how to read cards the way that I read the cards, I have tarot tutoring over there as well. So all of that on BeasTalksAndTarot.com. So in terms of what we can learn from this, all right. Yeah. Okay. There's probably multiple things that people can learn from all of this, but this is just one thing that they're wanting to bring up now. One kind of takeaway that they're wanting to bring up now. It looks like they're showing that as we're watching these play out, we're seeing all of the control going on, all of the like weird, foolish kind of moves going on. We're seeing the good and the bad that comes with it. We're seeing how we're stuck in limbo because of it. And we're seeing what people are like, just kind of, you know, our leaders are like, here, we're doing this and we're doing this for y'all. But what we've seen here so far is that true? Are they doing things for us? Or are they doing things for themselves, for their own egos, for whatever? It looks like they're trying to say, if we want to get kind of what we want out of this, we have to first be open to acknowledging that a lot of this is about control, about them making a show of doing things for us, while that's not necessarily the truth. And it keeps things kind of open-ended and muddy throughout the world, because that in some way can be of benefit to people taking the lead. And it looks like we're just meant to see what's actually happening. We're meant to see this, and every time we see this, we get a little bit more of a, something doesn't smell right about that, or that doesn't exactly check out. What they're saying versus what they're doing doesn't exactly line up. That there's more and more people starting to see that, and the more people who start to see that, the more we are as a collective starting to make decisions based on what we now can see, the truths that are now exposed. We start to make different decisions based on that. And that starts to put pressure on all of these folks to either change, or they're not going to be able to stay in forever. eventually that kind of energy is going to get snuffed out. So it looks like we as a collective are awakening and making awakened choices towards those who have the ability to pull strings, and things will start to shift based on that over time. It's just that there are still people out there that really do think, oh, you're doing these things because our country is the best, or because you know what's the best, or because you're doing things to try to help us. And we're finding out more and more people are starting to understand, are starting to see clearer and make proper decisions accordingly. So there's a lot to learn here, and it looks like there's power in the collective. That we as a collective, seeing things for what they are, have more power, and if we can lean into that clarity, truth, and power as a collective, we can help move in the direction that does actually benefit the collective, instead of whatever games are getting played up there about us, without us. So, I know this is heavy. I'm going to put on some B-rolls at the end of this, puppy shenanigans, silly shit like that, to, lift the mood, lift the spirits a little bit. Let this end with, some smiles, some laughs, things like that. And y'all keep on with the requests. I add them to my considerations list, and I revisit old ideas if we need to do updates like this one, or we do entirely new topics if that comes up. So I've got several things kind of coming up on the to-do list here, and y'all keep sending them in. It's very helpful. And until the next one, of course, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. But let me. Bye, y'all.
Okay, I got one on my color steps.
Yeah, we were wanting to see if they get let in. What do they do on the yoga mat? The first thing that anybody did was Scooter got on it and licked his dick. That's not exactly what we thought was going to happen. We thought somebody was going to do a cute little stretch, a cute little downward dog. But no, Scooter came in, curled up, licked his dick. That's how we did our yoga practice here. The dick lick. Not as sacred as what I was thinking was going to happen. That was the only thing. You let them in, and we thought they were going to do some cute stretches. He stood there. Scooter licked his dick. Oh, there we go. That counts. That you're an assist. You're helping her with the assist. Yeah, good. Squee did real yoga. You did dick lick. That was it. Oh, now we're gonna do like American football here or something. Trying to come in with the tackle. All right, well. This is distinctly not yoga, Teddy. Hey, no. This isn't yoga. Wow, we were supposed to have chill. That's...
You want to fight?
Yeah, this isn't where this was supposed to go.
Go play.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yep, that's... Oh, Jesus. Yep, this is not what yeah, okay. This was supposed to be wholesome and relaxing. This was supposed to be wholesome and relaxing. Stop with the dick licks. You licked your own and now you're licking Bodie's?
Yeah,
God, licking everybody's dick on the yoga mat. My gosh.
They both match this mat really good.
And then now you're thinking about how the puppies coordinate well with the mat, with their colors. Oh my gosh. Bodie, we're not a jungle gym. Your parents are not a jungle gym. Wow, okay, well, this, and now he's being rapey on her. This is distinctly not how yoga was supposed to end. Thought we were going to be a relaxing family together.
That's how they relax.
I didn't know we were going to turn into this.
Yeah, but
now they're on my mat.
I'm surprised your cards are still there.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is science.
This is not yoga, but I guess it is exercise, so we'll take it for what it is. Oh Jesus. We need peacefulness, okay, Scooter? So none of those big barks. This is a time of zen. It's supposed to be. Now Squee wants in.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do, Izzy? What was that? Okay, Izzy, you did a whole lot of nothing. Buddy, Daddy's not home base. Now Izzy's in there making noises because Scooter probably tried to hump her.
Yeah.
Y'all are being inappropriate with my yoga cards. This is too long. This video is like 4.5 minutes already.
Out of Uber like a full video.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised.
I'll have to edit it down.
Izzy's out, Scooter's out. There's only these two. Well, pretty much both out. It's just Teddy trying to.
Teddy, everyone's done.
He's biting me. You see it?
Are you licking dick on my mat now?
Now he did it on both mats.
You licked dick on both mats. Congratulations, Scooter. You're a creeper. Alright, I gotta end this.
I gotta get up 'cause